Peace and greetings, everyone. This is Jahi Farr, and I'm creating this particular video to touch on the importance of healing yourself or that of your family after Halloween. Okay, I think this is very important, very critical, because for most people, Halloween is a time for celebrating ghosts and goblins, but more importantly, eating a lot of artificial sweetness, candy, and then watching scary movies, okay? And while this can be cool, it can be fun, especially for kids, for youth, it's very detrimental and degenerative to the body if not healed after celebrating that particular day. For example, when you eat a lot of sugar, most people know eating a lot of artificial sugars are the major cause for diseases, degenerative diseases, but also diabetes, also high blood pressure. And it's because the body has to produce a lot of insulin to try to handle all of that that glucose that goes into the body, that unnatural state of sugar, because that sugar has no fiber in it. It's strictly sent into the bloodstream without having to wait its time. So the pancreas can't really catch up with it, and once it does catch up with the sugar or the glucose that's being produced in the circulatory system, it begins to overproduce because, you know, a massive amount of glucose came into the body from the child or the parent eating all of this particular candy. Okay, so that's one negative way. Okay, it can cause degeneration of the digestive system through diabetes, but also through high blood pressure. Okay, the second thing, from watching scary movies, what's produced is epinephrine or adrenaline, which is a better term known. And what this is a hormone, and a hormone is used strictly for fight or flight situations. So if you're watching movies, particularly scary movies, because that's what we tend to do here in the United States when Halloween comes. People eat a lot of candy, a lot of sweets, and then watch a lot of scary movies. With that, your body produces this hormone, specifically your adrenals or your adrenals produces this hormone, adrenaline, and it causes a couple things to happen. First, it shuts down the digestive system. It shuts down all of the systems except for the systems that are used for fight or flight. And those systems are the nervous system, the cardiopulmonary system, which is the heart, the circulatory veins and arteries, or the circulatory system, but also the lungs, okay, for respiration, breathing in, breathing out. The musculoskeletal system, which is just your muscles and your skeleton system. But while it enhances those systems, it shuts down the digestive system, it shuts down the urinary system, and it shuts down the intestines. Okay, it shuts it down and it stops it for a minute, meaning it doesn't provide enough blood there. So they're in effect shut down while you're waiting to get out of this fight or flight environment. But when we sit there and we continuously watch this movie that's causing our body to be stressful and thus continuously producing this adrenaline, after a while, it becomes a waste byproduct that's circulating within our circulatory system. So now, not only is your digestive system shut down, and this candy is sitting in your stomach and sitting in your small intestines, waiting to be utilized or assimilated into the body, it also has this adrenaline running through the body. And having this waste product running through the body and not being used because you're not getting up and running, or you're not turning the television to another station, it becomes a waste product. And when waste products are in the body, your body becomes acidic. And in becoming acidic, that's the cause for free radicals. Okay, free radicals in the body is the cause of cancer, the cause of a lot of the autoimmune diseases. Okay, So healing from Halloween is very important. It's not a subject to be taken lightly, especially for children. Because while some parents may grow used to it, or some adults may grow used to um, watching TV, because your body won't become used to eating artificial sugars. It's always going to see that as degenerative towards the body. But in some psychological states, you can allow your mind to look at a particular scary movie, or you can grow into that state to look at a scary movie as a learning tool, so you can learn from it. But for children, although parents may tell them that this is just an act, it's just actors, um, psychologically, they're taking it as ghosts and goblins and demons and devils, and they still see it as a scary movie, and thus adrenaline is still being produced in their body. So for kids, it's very important that we take steps to heal after Halloween, after being in that stressful situation of watching scary movies all night long. And probably in most cases, most kids probably stayed up too late as well, which is didn't allow the body to get enough rest and allow that adrenaline to naturally pass out of the body. Okay? So, some suggestions for healing from Halloween, most importantly, in terms of nutrition. I would recommend eating kale greens, raw or steamed, broccoli, cauliflowers, string beans, or a spring salad. This will alkalize the body. And alkalizing the body, you cut down on a lot of those free radicals, and you allow a lot of that waste to pass out of the body. Very important that you include vegetables today. Not even fruit. I would stay away from fruit because, again, fruit is that sugar content. And from last night, most kids probably already ate a lot of sweet foodstuffs. So I would stay away from fruit for today, and I would eat more vegetables, specifically bitter and sour vegetables, your lemons, your limes, also the kale greens, very important. Cruciferous vegetables are very important for cutting down on the free radicals within the body and allowing that waste to push out of the body. And if most kids can't eat it or don't want to eat it, or some of the parents don't want to eat it, I recommend making a smoothie. With that, you can probably add some blueberries or something to give it a little taste, or some agave nectar, and add in your kale greens or your broccoli or your cauliflowers or string beans, and make yourself a smoothie and drink that. And that is very potent in adding a lot of fibrous food stuff to your intestines to clear out all of that waste from last night, but also to alkalize the body. And in alkalizing the body, it does three things. Alkalizes the body by repairing the cells, rejuvenating the cells, and then removing the waste from out of the cells. That's alkalinity in its purest form, okay? And when you drink those type of foods that I just named, drink or eat those type of foods that I just named, your body will become alkalized. And that's on the nutritional part. In terms of the physical part, or what you can do physically, I would take 10 to 15, maybe 20 minutes today and just sit in silence. No outside stimuli, no TV, no radio, not even reading a book right now. Just sit and just be peaceful. Parents, take your children or your kids, sit them on your lap and just look out the window at the trees if you have them. Or just sit in your house in peace and silence for 10 to 20 minutes and just allow your mind to deal with a lot of the issues that are coming up in your mind, especially from from the movies that you watched last night or the night before. Allow your mind to deal with it. Try to cut down on some of the stimuli of watching TV, listening to radio, or even reading books. Just cut down on it and allow your body to be at peace. To take it a step further, performing a soak will be even better. If you can get yourself some essential oils, some chamomile, some eucalyptus, and put in some rubbing oils such as some apricot or some jojoba oil and put that in the bath and soak in the bath for a half an hour to 45 minutes. That will also add to the alkalinity of the body. Okay, very important. I also want to add that I'm creating this video after Halloween because healing after Halloween can be attributed to any day that you spend eating candy and being in a stressful situation. So if you're in a stressful household where you're arguing all the time, or you're in a neighborhood where you hear gunshots all the time, or you hear ambulance or fire trucks all the time, this causes your body to be in a state of fear and thus be in a state of a state where the body has to produce adrenaline. So this could be applied to every day if you're dealing with that. Take time to be peaceful. Take time to eat vegetables, which will greatly alkalize the body and cut off a lot of those free radicals. Okay. Like always, all questions, comments, concerns are welcome. I hope this information was beneficial. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye.